Okay, I am not real sure how many iterations of this I'm gonna do, but still doing this axle swap on this old, it's not a Defender, it's a Santana. It's like a Series 3 sort of. It does have Land Rover axles. So these things are factory crappy 480 or whatever ratio, just the glass axles that just snap. One of those might be broken right now, not real sure. And what I tried to do at first was get a later model Discovery axle set and actually narrowed that one by about 10 inches. But it turns out those shafts taper down after the splined portion, so you can't have them re-splined. So that's a waste of time. So now what I've got is an FJ40. This is a 75 FJ40 chassis. It's got worn lockers on the front. But what I've got right here is actually a 1980 HJ45. It was an FJ pickup from Costa Rica. I've got a pair of these. Unfortunately, the drums are a different dimension than the American market stuff. It's a 3-inch wide brake shoe, and the drum itself is something like a 1/4 inch larger in diameter. And that's not something I can walk into the auto parts store and get. This axle set did not come with drums, and the shoes are toast. I think all the internals, like the wheel cylinders and stuff, are probably the same. But what I'm going to attempt to do now is, instead of yanking those axles off right now and getting into all that, I'm just going to pull this backing plate off. It's got 6 bolts going through it here, and just slip the axle out and swap the backing plate and the drum assemblies on here. So then I'll just, these spare axles that were attached to nothing, I can just shove them in here, and we'll see if that works. I'm going to go ahead and pry the cover off just to do an inspection, make sure it's all good before I keep going. I am going to have to cut the perches and bring them in by about 1 inch or so they line up with this frame set. But for now, let me go ahead and crack these off so I can get this axle out. I don't know if this is a C-clip axle or what, so let's find out. What's kind of cool about this Toyota axle is that the gear set, the pinion and all, will pull out the front like on a Ford 9-inch, but you also have an access plate. This cover comes off the rear of the diff like on a GM. And if you've ever done this before, you know the sound and the feel of when you crack that thing open. And I just did that, and there's that familiar gear oil smell that creeps out of there. If you've not ever done that before, maybe you should give it a try. It's kind of satisfying. Alright, it's a little sludgy in there. It's kind of gross. Yeah, look at all this doo-doo piled up in there. Nasty. Okay. So, this will allow me to inspect all this, and I can now get these axle shafts out once I finish getting these nuts off. Okay, so what we're going to do now, you see we've got some C-clips in here. There's one on the end of each axle shaft. That's what keeps the axle shaft from slipping out. So that's basically a retaining clip. We're going to take this bolt out so this little shaft can slide out, and then this sleeve on the inside is going to come out, and then these spider gears can loosen up, and I can kind of slip that axle shaft in as far as it goes, pull that C-clip out, and then that shaft will slip out, and I can get that backing plate off. We'll do the same for both sides. Okay, so here's kind of what I'm talking about. I got that little bolt out, then this pin pulled out of there. Then this sleeve that was in the middle just pops out. And now I can rotate this to expose these gears. I can pull that one out. And we can kind of do the same thing to get the other gear out. And then we can see the little C-clips on the end of the axle shaft, and I'll just have to work those off so I can push that shaft out. Okay, of course you just missed the action again. So here's the little C-clip down in here. Let me fish it out. There it is. That was right here. Basically all I did was just kind of smack, and it pushed that axle shaft in, and then the C-clip just fell right off of there. So now this axle shaft should be free. Once I get this gear off of there, then the shaft will pull out. And there we have it. So I just kind of had to tap on the end of the axle, in and out, in and out, in and out, and it just kind of popped out. There's that gear. And this axle, oh my goodness. This thing is so much bigger in diameter and more splines than what those sorry Land Rover axles. I mean, the axles that are in that Discovery set are, you know, much closer to, let's say, you know, more like the Pen. Man, they're tiny compared to this thing. So hopefully this is going to work out real well. I got that backing plate off. I can move on to, I'll just put a new seal in here, grab the backing plate and stuff off of this axle, pop it back on there, and then I will have 1975 FJ40 American market stuff on this Costa Rican axle. And continuing this axle swap, I just pulled the backing plate off of my donor. Again, this is the US market for a 75, and you can pull the backing plate off loaded with the shoes and wheel cylinders and everything. You don't have to take it apart. Obviously I need to take it apart to rebuild the brakes and clean it and paint it, but it's going to save a little time for disassembly and reassembly. Now I can just put the Costa Rican larger backing plate back on here, put this axle shaft back in there, close it up, and get this thing out of my way.